So again, I'm going to divide without my decimal. So I have, how many times can 2 go into 671? 2 can go into 6 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6. I subtract, and I bring down. 2 can go into 7, again 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. I subtract, and I bring down. 2 can go into 11 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. I subtract. I have a remainder of 1, so we're going to just come back to this in just a second. So here's my answer up top. 3, 3, 5. Again, where am I placing my decimal point so that I have an answer that rounds to 5 or is close to 5? If I place my decimal point here, I have 33 and 5/10. That is nowhere near 5. If I place my decimal point here, I have 335. That is nowhere near 5. It would only make sense to place my decimal point between the two 3s. I have an answer of 3 and 35/100. This 1 is going to tell me whether or not this 5 stays the same or bumps up to a 6. Remember, 5 and above, give it a shove. So if it's less than 5, I'm just leaving it. My answer is 3 and 35/100. Okay. This next problem, let's take a look. We have to write an equivalent problem that has a whole number divisor, then solve the equivalent problem and complete the number sentence. So remember, we have to think, in order to make this 6/10 a whole number, how many decimal places do I have to move my point? I have to move my decimal point 1 place to the right. That means I'm multiplying by 10 to the first power. So I have 0.6 times 10 to the first power, which equals 6. And I have 4. I have to do the same thing to my dividend. I have to also move that 1 place to the right. So I multiply by 10 to the first power, which equals 48. So now I have 48 divided by 6, and my answer to 48 divided by 6 equals 8.